Hello from Plant Reviews, today 15th of May, mid-spring, and I will talk today about Zaluzianskya ovata, the sweet-scented night phlox. This plant belongs to the family Scrofulariaceae and in the genus Zaluzianskya. There's about 60 species, all endemic to South Africa. The genus is named in honor of Adam Zaluziansky von Zaluzien, that was a physician in Prague, who was also a famous botanist and was author of a book called Methods Herbarium, The Methods of Herbs. The plant is a perennial plant with stems that are about up to 20-25 centimeters tall, and it is about 25 centimeters in spread. I booked this pot actually a few weeks ago, well, not a few weeks, actually a few months ago. It was in October or November, and this plant survived perfectly the winter outside. It is indeed hardy up to -5 degrees, so it's fine in most parts of the UK, unless obviously you have prolonged snow cover and freezing. It's very important that the soil is well drained, especially in winter. On the other hand, I found that this plant in summer needs the soil to be kept moist, otherwise the leaves can shrivel easily. The leaves themselves are undulated, like it's kind of they are green, but they are finely hairy. So if you actually touch it, you can feel the texture of the leaves. However, what this plant is famous for is for the very fragrant flowers. The flowers open up in the late afternoon, early evening, and now it's about 7 p.m. here, and otherwise during the day they are usually closed, showing just the very beautiful red magenta of the petals of the underside of the petals, as you can see. The flower is about 1 centimeter in diameter, and the shape is also very nice. You can see there are 5 petals that are bilobed, and on very white, and the pollen stands out on this white, slightly pinkish background. The plant is not fragrant during the day, but already now, started from the late afternoon, early evening, release a very peculiar fragrance. It is really like a like candies. It's very sweet, with a hint of spice, however mostly sweet, and you can actually feel the fragrance even from a couple of meters away from the plant, even from a small pot like this. About the shape of the flowers, indeed, they are superficially similar to the phlox, and the reason because this is called night phlox. In the genus Zaluzianskya there are about 60 species, annuals and perennials. This one in particular is a perennial. However, I didn't find it very long. I had this plant in the garden in a sunny area for about a couple of years, but then this year it didn't appear again. And I found actually that it's not a very long-lived perennial. Other plants in the genus, like the Zaluzianskya capensis, are annual, and actually the Zaluzianskya capensis, you can easily find the seeds of this flower, and it is also a very fragrant plant at night as well. So if you're not able to get the perennial as this perennial as a potted plant, an option would be actually to buy the seeds of the Zaluzianskya capensis. Sometimes nursery offer another variety of the Zaluzianskya ovata that has orange center on the flower. About the soil, as I said, is pretty adaptable to a lot of soils as long as they are well drained, and you are able to keep them reasonably moist in spring and summer. I found that especially in pots, the leaves can shrivel easily if you are not regular with the watering. About the exposure, definitely this is a plant that needs full sun. Can tolerate partial shade, but really to ensure the most of the bloom and most of the fragrance is really better to have it in full sun. About the blooming, it is quite a long bloomer. It blooms from May to August, but sometimes can also bloom in other periods of the year. This is definitely a plant I can recommend for small gardens, because obviously it's a very small perennial, about 25 centimeters in spread and height. And also, as I said, it's hardly to -5, so it is pretty easy to keep in the UK, and the fragrance is absolutely outstanding in this plant. This is probably one of the top 10 plants that are my favorite for fragrance. It's very intense, and also the scent is very nice. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would like to have updates of the videos I posted, would be great if you can please subscribe, and if you like the video or you didn't like the video, please give us a thumbs up or thumbs down, and would be very good if you please let me know how I can improve the videos, or otherwise if you liked the video, what did you enjoy the most, and if you would like to have some videos on plants that you are interested in. I will see you next time, and goodbye from Plant Reviews. Bye.